Hello and welcome to Oxygen Not Included Spaced Out DLC. I'm going to start a new game here on survival, and I'm going to start on the swamp biome. I'm going to get a random seed. Hopefully it's something good. Alrighty then, let's choose our dupes. So, what I like to go with first is a digger. I also like a researcher, and I like to go with a farmer as well. These are just what I prefer. They're probably not the best, but like I say, they're what I like, so we're gonna go with those. So let's roll and see what we can find. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Devon here. He has +8 excavation and mole hands, which is a great combination because it works out that he's faster overall because of mole hands, and he's also more efficient and still faster again with the +8 excavation. He is a binge eater when he's super stressed out, but when he's overjoyed he is super productive. So here we've got a Nisbet. She has +9 science. She can't do doctoring. Well, she can, but it's decreased. When she is stressed, she's destructive, but again, her overjoyed response is super productive. I find that I don't particularly struggle with the stress in the base, so hopefully we don't get to that. If we do, it won't be great, but it can be managed. So for our farmer, I'm going to roll and see who we can get. Okay, so I'm going to go with Hassan here. He has +11 in agriculture. He has diver's lungs, which means he consumes oxygen at a slower rate, I think. He has bottomless stomach, so he does require more food, but that's not really an issue. His stress reaction, he's an ugly crier, so it's not damaging, and his overjoyed response is Sparkle Streaker. So I'm gonna call this Glitter Bomb Galaxy. Guess we already have one named that. Glitter Bomb Galaxy 1. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see, this map is definitely a lot different to the normal Terra map or any of the other planets when you don't have the DLC. So what I'm going to do is still going to do what I would normally do. We will dig to the left and right. Don't really want to lose those out straight away. So we're going to dig this way and this way. Okay. speed them up. Everything is so gross and polluted, so I do like to get the research bench down as soon as possible and try and get those deodorizers nice and fast. Already a bit of a flood has happened, which is not great. All this mud just falls, it's like sand, it will just fall down. Oh dear. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is plan out where I'm going to put stuff. It's a bit hard to fully plan everything when there's just polluted water absolutely everywhere. So I'm going to try and do it as best I can. So I like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be the inside 64 tiles, which is how big most rooms are. I think yeah, so a hospital can be 96 tiles, a greenhouse can be 96 tiles, and a stables can be 96 tiles, and the recreation room. However, most rooms are just 64 max size and 4 high. So that's what I'm going to be trying to stick to as best as I can. Now, I don't want them to do this floor just yet, because I don't want them to dig into our clean water and have all this polluted water ruin it really. So I'd like to keep that as clean as possible until I can dig down to here and grab this water too. I am going to set up some toilets real quick though, because I don't want to lose these out yet. I'm going to do the toilets on this side. I normally like to have them on the left, but we'll do it this side, it's not an issue. So I like to go 5 across, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I go gap, ladder, gap, and then our floor will start here. Now, I think this is all granite, so they're not going to be able to dig in here just yet. However, I will still do the order. Hopefully, they skill up pretty quick. We don't have enough materials to do the whole room, but that's fine. Let's just check. So 64 tiles is to there, so I'll just take that off. Take that off and remember that this is the back and then the inside amount is 64 tiles. Yeah. Okay, let's also put in the toilets and sinks. Medicine, that's the one. 1, 2, 3, because we have 3 dupes. If I don't do the toilets first, they will pee everywhere, and not only is it polluted water, it's also polluted water full of germs. So if that gets all over your base, you're going to have a germy base. So it's always best to get those outhouses down first. Says it must be built in an unoccupied place, so there must be a plant or something. Yeah, bog bucket. So we'll let them get that done as far as possible. I think I'll cancel them doing this and just get them to dig that out, and hopefully all that water will just kind of just drip out. Oh, we have let out these plug slugs, so I know it's sad, but I am going to attack them straight away. They eat cobalt ore. Well, they eat any metal really, which is less than ideal. And if they do eat it, they excrete hydrogen, which isn't something that I really want to deal with right now. I think I'm going to deconstruct that as well. I really don't like standing in all this water. So I am going to prioritise these sinks and digging up that as well. I will also prioritise this bit of flooring. I think we might only be able to fit in 2 toilets. Or it'll be tight, I think, but that's fine. As long as you have enough sinks for toilets. If you have 3 toilets, you want 3 sinks. Because the dupes will go to the toilet, they'll run past, and if there's only 1 sink but 3 toilets, one of the dupes will wash their hands, the others will run past. They then have germy hands, they touch the food, you get food poisoning germs in your food, and then they all get sick. And that's not something you want. We're nearly running out of day, so it's looking like our toilets might not actually get done on time, unless I quickly go into the schedule. It's less than ideal, but I think I'm gonna have to, because I really don't want them to not have toilets, so we're gonna try and get them in as fast as possible. Still cannot place that there. Okay, there we go. Now I can. No? Okay. See, we've already eaten some metal, and because of that, we have hydrogen. Right, so the thing that I'm concerned about the most is that we haven't cracked into any water, so these sinks aren't going to get filled up. However, I don't think they get food poisoning straight away, so it might just be okay. I'm going to priority 8 this toilet. Okay, no problem. I think they've all collapsed. I'll just change this. Oh no, it's just night time for them. Not sure what's going on with that, but I will put the floor in quickly. Got a bunch of ice melting. Okay, so that's that sorted. Now to get some water. What I'm going to do is dig down to there. That will lose this out and hopefully give the rest of this somewhere to drain. The reason you don't really want your dupes to continuously walk through the water is because they get a debuff of soggy feet. They really don't like that. It slows them down as well. And if they stay in water for too long, they also get hypothermia and it just slows them down. Right, I am going to set all of this food to auto harvest in case I forget. We are surrounded by a lot of ice and cold, so I think it'll be a case of needing to heat the base instead of cooling the base like in the normal biome. So take the ladder up there and take this ladder up as well. Yep. Let's get them to mop all of this polluted water up. I'm going to put this on priority 8 so it gets done before the ladders. I also want to allow all food, and yeah, that's on priority 8. So finally, because all that water, well, most of it is nearly mopped up, I am going to open the water. Clean water. I'm just going to go in and put a tile in. No, I won't do that one because it'll just leak out, so we're going to do it like that. Why they're not doing that? Oh, I've put stuff on priority 8, haven't I? Okay. Priority 7. Ladders, priority 5. So these I like to put on priority 7 so they do actually get filled up. And then these on priority 8 so they get emptied when they get full. Okay, so I can put a tile in there, tile here. Just want to lift that water up as best as I can. So I can put the pump in. Nice pitcher pump. Oh, actually I need to deconstruct these ladders first. And then put in the pump. And I never fix their schedules, so they're probably starving right now. Oh, polluted water got into our pitcher pump, of course it did. Probably because of that. So I'll put that there like this and dig that. That's going to be a floor anyway. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of all this ice around here or insulate it or something because it's just going to continuously drip water into our base. Yep, so unfortunately we do have a lot of food poisoning germs on our food box, however it is slowly dying so it shouldn't be too bad. Looks like that polluted water disappeared somehow. So have a look at our temperatures here. Yeah, so we've got a lot of heat around the bottom side, but we have a lot of cold on the top side. So what's going to happen is the cold is going to kind of take over the top, the heat is going to take over the bottom, so we do need to get some insulated tiles going. I'm really already fed up of all this water in the base, but what can you do? So let's get our station ready. I'm going to have a research station there. I'm going to have 2 batteries and a manual generator, so that we can finally get some research on the go. I'll open these doors. When this room gets closed off, it will count as, I think, just a washroom, or yeah, maybe a latrine. So I'll get room bonuses from that. I'll get morale, which is what they need to stay happy when learning skills. So let's have a look who we can get. Not too keen on any of these. I mean, Nicola isn't too bad. I think I'd like to get a cook quite early on, so I'll just take the algae for now. That's fine. Let's dig these out. Dig this. Put some ladders so they can get up there. Get that. And they can dig into there and get that as well. I might struggle to get up there. Okay, so someone has ran on the wheel. It's charged our batteries. Okay, research. So I do like to go with food first. The sooner you can plant food, the better. So that's what I'm going to go with. And I want to set it, I'm going to fix the schedule first. So let's sort this out here. Yeah, downtime, and then some bathroom time there. Finally a normal schedule. Starvation, yep. I think I'm gonna start planning the bathrooms for them. Not the bathrooms, sorry, the bedrooms. So we'll mop up everything we can before I take the floor out, or it's just gonna go in our water. So I think a good way to deal with all this polluted water is to just dig a pit under your base. Just put all the water in there, and then if it stays germ free, you can run it through a water sieve and get quite a lot of clean water from that. Yeah, okay, they can't quite get up there, so just gonna do a quick ladder up. Dig this out. I also want to set it so that researching is not allowed except for her. Just means our research will get done faster than if it was being done by someone who's not specialising in the research skill. Let's mop all this up. Nicely done. Just gonna go up for that. Let's just do this. I'm going to dig across here as well so that they can put the remaining tiles in there. And dig across there. Let's just make sure it's going to be 64 on the inside. Yep. Quickly do their bedrooms before I end the episode. Okay. Now, I like to leave the gaps between the ladders and the rooms because it allows for better airflow. Oxygen is going to float kind of up to the top, whereas CO2 floats down. As you can see, we have a lot of polluted oxygen, and we've not got very good airflow right now. There's not really anywhere for the hydrogen, there's not really anywhere for the for the CO2 to go. So it's just floating around really. So we did get some research completed, which is very nice indeed. A mess table, so we can do a little place for them to eat, which also gives another morale bonus. Let's get some. Oh, that's not where that goes. Let's get a door there. Dig everything out and put some beds in. Ladders in, go all the way across, and then they can do the roof as quick as possible. If you tell them to leave the doors open, you do still get the room bonus. It just means that they can move a little bit faster. They don't have to wait for the door to open. Okay, now they've all got beds to sleep in. Okay then, so that is basically all done now. You can have a good night's sleep in here, which is fabulous. So I'm going to end this here. In next episode I'm going to be working on the pit for the polluted water and probably sort some farming out and maybe even a mess hall for them to eat in. Thank you for watching.